Hello, I had another question from someone. They wanted to know, how do I know if I'm stressed? So I just want to do a little video on how do you know if you're stressed? Okay, so there's some objective tests that you can do, like Ragland's test, where you take your blood pressure lying down, and then you take it standing up. And you're really going to look at the systolic. That's the top number, not the bottom. Look at the top number only. And you're going to compare those two numbers. Now, normally, when you're lying down and standing up with gravity, your body should adjust between 6 and 10 points higher when you're standing up. Now, with adrenal, it'll go like way higher than 10, or it goes lower because your body's not adapting. It can't compensate for simple gravitational changes. So that's why if you get up too quickly and you feel lightheaded, that's an adrenal symptom as well. So that's Ragland's. Number 2, the iris test. This is where you shine a little flashlight in your eye, and it should contract like that and maintain that contraction for at least 15 seconds to longer. What will happen with adrenal, it'll start going back and forth like this because it can't maintain that contraction. That little diaphragm that causes that contraction, that shuts out the light, it's kind of like a aperture in your camera where it's adjusting the light. Well, it's controlled. It's like a dimmer switch, but it's controlled by the autonomic nervous system, which happens to be intimately involved in the adrenal glands and the flight or fight mechanism. So when you lose that, it shows up in that little test. And I will put links on all these different tests. I've done videos on them, so you can check it out. The scratch test. You can take a little, like a little paper clip, and just kind of scratch yourself. If it turns like a little white mark, if it leaves a white mark for any period of time, like after, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, it's still like a mark, like a scratch, or even turns red, that's usually an adrenal, because with adrenal you get high levels of histamine, so you tend to have these immune issues and inflammatory issues very easily. Okay, that's the scratch test. I don't think I have a video on that one yet. Okay, hair analysis. There's a type of a hair analysis, I think it's from Canada. I'll find the link and I'll put it down below. But the hair analysis is very similar to an A1C that measures your blood sugars for 3 months. It'll measure cortisol for a period of your hair growing. So it gives you an average picture of what's happening over a period of time to cortisol. I love it way better than the blood test or even the every 4 hours, because it'll tell you what's going on. So that's a really good cortisol test if you really want to find out. You got to send some hair in though. So, all right, so now these are objective tests. Let's talk about the subjective, how you're feeling. One is a big indicator of stress is your tolerance of stress, or your strength of the adrenal is tolerance for stress. Do things get on your nerves easily? Do people irritate you easily? How much patience do you have? Do little things bug you? Okay, that's adrenal. That's like a great little measurement of how your adrenals are. Do you fly off the handle easily? Okay, can you tolerate a lot of stress? Well, adrenal. Number 2, cognitive. With adrenal, you're always thinking 24/7. It's like popcorn thoughts in your brain. Can't turn it off, especially before sleep. So we have that, and then we also have your ability to focus on one project at a time without being dispersed and going off to another project. So classic adrenal cases are multitaskers, and they think they're more productive, but in reality, their power is their attention, and if it's dispersed, they lose their productivity. But because they're moving really fast, it seems like they're really productive. They do not like to be stuck in traffic. So as long as they're moving, they're okay, but they have to be moving constantly. Okay, then we have the feeling of being productive. With adrenal, you're in a state of flight or fight mode, so you're in a survival mode. So no matter what you do during the day, you never feel like you're productive. So even if you get this much done, you're like, oh, I should have went for this. You're just not satisfied, because the adrenal glands are the survival glands, and they're not feeling quite great, so you're not going to ever feel like you're surviving. And then how do you feel in the morning when you wake up? Do you need coffee when you wake up? Are you bright and focused in the morning, or does it take you a while to wake up? Well, my adrenals were really bad in my late 20s, a couple years ago. I'm just kidding, I'm 52. When I was like 28. It took me till 11 o'clock in the morning to physically wake up, because I was so burnt out with my adrenals. I had serious issues with that. And then also your overall mood. With the adrenal, your mood is kind of like in this stress state, anxiety, moody, not happy, worried about everyone, like a adrenal case with like a mother who's always worried about their kids. Constantly, it's obsessive. Are they surviving? Are they safe? Where are they now? That type of thing. That's adrenal. That's totally adrenal, and that's like they're stressed out. Okay, so and then jet lag. Like recently, I flew from the East Coast to the West Coast and then back within a couple days, and I adjusted pretty good. But with an adrenal case, it would take a while to bounce back. Now, when I was I remember I went on vacation when I was like 28. We flew to Cabo San Lucas from San Diego. That's not that far away. It's like, I think it's in the same time zone. So I flew. By the time I get to my destination, my lungs are filled up with fluid. I'm like, what is going on here? So with adrenal, like this shift in position, in location, it could stress you out, and your body reacts to it. So I couldn't go anywhere. So I was my adrenals were very weak. So these are all subjective, objective testing. So yes, you need to be walking more. You need to get space every single day. Make sure you don't overtrain. You need to get more sleep, take naps, use the acupressure techniques that I talk about for sure. But as far as nutritional supplements, there's one that I highly recommend if you're stressed. It's called Adrenal Cortisol Relief. This is my best product for adrenal stress. And what it does, it's like a chill pill. It supports healthy adrenals, but it will give you a greater sense of ease and peacefulness and relaxation, and you'll feel like a stress-free. You'll feel stress-free. If your spouse is stressed out, just slip someone their coffee, don't tell them, they'll be really nice to you. And it's quite amazing. So thanks for watching, and put your comments below. Hi guys, hey listen, I created a pretty amazing evaluation quiz down below that actually analyzes your symptoms to find the cause, the root cause of all of your symptoms, the most likely cause. So take the quiz now and we'll send you a report.